Jordan of the Critical Cat here with Heather of the Humane League. Heather, can you tell people a little bit about what you're doing here today?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, so the Humane League is a nationwide animal protection organization, and we travel around to different schools, mainly colleges and universities, and we hand out these leaflets which contain information about factory farming and healthy eating choices.
Awesome. So when you say healthy eating choices, what are you talking about in terms of?
Yeah, so I'm talking about plant-based eating, also known as vegan lifestyle, and so there's a lot of really great options that students can choose from.
Great. So how's it been going these last couple of days at UVic yesterday and Camosun today?
It's been going really well. The students are very receptive. We've met a lot of people who are very interested in the information, and they want to know like where they can get more involved, where they can get more information. People are interested not only because of the animal issues, but because of the environmental issues and the health issues. So it definitely touches upon a lot of different interests.
So the Humane League is based out of the United States, and so I mean you've done a lot of work down there, and the Humane League's had a lot of successes as well. You've mentioned. Can you tell us a little bit about what their work does down in the States?
Yeah, definitely. So we work on different welfare campaigns. One of them is our cage-free egg campaign. We recently just got the National Food Service provider Sodexo as well as Aramark, which are both international corporations, and they provide food for schools and hospitals and jails. We got them to commit to 100% cage-free eggs to provide to those institutions, so it's a pretty big deal. It'll affect over hundreds of thousands of hens. And then we also work on a Meatless Monday campaign in different schools and cities across the U.S. We also work on leafleting as well as tabling, as well as we give humane ed presentations. So we go into mainly high school classrooms and we talk about factory farming and how it can affect lots of different aspects like the environment and your health.
So what kind of reception do you generally get from students? Because I mean that seems to be a large focus of the work that you're doing. Are people respond positively generally to the idea of at least considering a vegan lifestyle or diet?
Yeah, definitely. It's still something that I think is on the rise, and a lot of people are constantly learning more about it each day. And I think the more that they are exposed to it, the more they become open to the idea. And many people, if they're not vegan or vegetarian, they have friends or family who are. So this really helps just provide, more exposure for them. And most students we find are very open, and this is the time of their life when their minds are more open to change and they're thinking more about their behaviors and their habits.
Yeah. Awesome. So how many of these pamphlets do you think you've given out in your work with the Humane League so far?
Yeah, so we gave out over 30,000 last year.
Oh, wow.
And then as of just a few months ago, in 2015, we've given out probably close to 15,000. So we're getting out a lot.
It's growing fast.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with the Humane League yourself?
So I became vegetarian when I was about 10 years old. We had chickens as pets when I grew up, and I became very attached to them and figured that they were no different from my cats and my dogs because they each had their own personalities, they had their own names, and so I just made the decision to stop eating animals, and I thought that was enough. I thought that was doing my part for not contributing to animal suffering. And then it wasn't until about 3 or 4 years ago that I went to some national conferences and I learned more about factory farming and how the dairy industry leads to so much suffering for cows, and how the eggs are coming from the same places that the meat is coming from for chickens. So I just became vegan, and I haven't looked back since, and I just wish I had become vegan sooner. So I got involved in going to these conferences and meeting different organizations. I began interning at different organizations throughout the U.S. and got connected with some people through the Humane League and learned more about them. And
that's awesome. Yeah. So how long have you actually been working with them for?
I've been working with them since September, so it's about 8 months.
Yeah. Awesome. And how do you like working there?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. It's pretty much my dream come true for a job. I've always wanted to do something where I can protect animals, and I never actually knew that you could get jobs in.
Yeah, I know, getting paid.
Yeah, I never knew you could get paid to save animals, and but yeah, like I said, going to like a nationwide animal protection conference kind of opened that up to me. I could see that people had jobs in this field, and then you get connected and you network with people, and yeah, and it's just I kind of feel like pinching myself every day because I can't believe that I am lucky enough to spread the word and interact with people and get them to see what a great lifestyle being vegan is and learning about factory farming.
So is this your primary role with the Humane League? Is to be doing the outreach with the pamphlets and such?
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm the Seattle director, and so I'm basically like a grassroots director. We have 9 directors across the U.S., and we have also a campaigns division of our organization. It's still a pretty small organization, about 15 people, including all the directors. And so, but my role is public outreach and education within the city of Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's one question we always ask people on the Critical Cat is what's your favorite animal?
The chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so what we usually do and what goes along with that question is we ask people to do their best impression of their favorite animal. How about you do your best chicken impression, and I'll do the chicken with you, okay?
Okay.
Is that fun?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Kukukacha, 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 kukukacha. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. All right. Thanks so much, Heather, again for everything you're doing here, and yeah, all the best with the Humane League.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.